Hey everybody, how's it going today? Roy's gonna hope to make it, but they are doing an orientation now at the BLM volunteer positions. Not sure how long it's gonna take. So that is where he's at. Hopefully everybody's doing all right today. See who's all in here, and I don't know if he even pinned it. I didn't even look. So hopefully he has. Okay, I'm gonna say hello to people first. We Going Green Mama's here. GGM creates a field. I'm just gonna say a field. I don't want to butcher it again. Dolly Matilda, first member up in here also. Desert Adventures in Arizona, another member up in here. Nomadic Camping. We got Van Girl Cheryl, another member up in here. And I think I'm caught up if I missed you. Oh, and there's Thomas. I don't like this @ sign from YouTube. It's hard to see, like it should be your real channel, but it's not. Cause like if I come up on my personal YouTube, it says Mia Rose. That is my niece's nickname, Mia, from when she was a baby. I got first do going and everything. So, but yep, it's been a good week. I got Tuesday. Well, I got worked over Tuesday. We'll go into that. They did a stress test. They did imaging, ultrasounds. I do have a heart, everybody. I know, big shock, right? Hey, Catherine Homer Cook, another member. Yeah, I don't dig this. It's confusing. I want the channel name. But I got a new monitor. I don't know if you guys can see. That's my heart monitor for 2 weeks. I mail it in. Now, ain't that cool? I was like, oh my God, I don't have my fanny pack. Because, you had to carry the wires around and the big box. And I always shoved it in a fanny pack when they did it for my surgery. The first surgery. And they don't do that. Well, that hospital don't. So, yeah. And then later that night, I got to see 2 of my grandbabies perform in their Christmas program. And I got my thing messed up. There we go. So that was awesome. Jake and Lydia did an awesome job. Let's see. And last night, I got to watch our oldest grandson that's autistic. Now, Roy's on here. He could tell you. I call them my boys and my girls. Both boys, I really was shocked to see them actually like get into the performance, especially Jacob, because he is all boy. He doesn't like to, show his emotions, but he was up there getting down to it. But last night, Isaac, our oldest grandson, he has come so far in school being autistic that it was a very proud, as he calls me, Nene moment. So he's up there, they did something called the reindeer zone, and they do this, and he was dancing. He had one little issue, and I thought, the boy next to him is also special needs, and kept putting his hands in Isaac's face. And Isaac is the type, when he gets done with you, he growls. Okay, Donis, that's his way of communicating that he's had enough, or he's getting frustrated, and that's all. He communicates by growling. I'm watching, going, he's going to hit the kid. He's going to knock the kid off because they did the platform steps. And I'm like, he's going to knock this kid off, okay? Because the kid keeps putting hands in his face. I was very proud of Isaac. He didn't hit. He just grabbed his hands and held them and just kind of looked at the kid. And then after a little bit, he let go. And then the little boy next to Isaac kind of looked over and told him something, and the boy quit. But I really thought Isaac was going to pop him in the nose because that's what he does to his brother. So, but yeah, they did awesome. And then when we were leaving, he didn't want to leave his teacher. He was dragging Grandma with him. And he told his teacher, "Look, my nene's here. It's me." And I said, "Hi, I'm Grandma." And it was funny. So I do not know what that is, but we're going to turn that down. No, it is not tea time. I don't know what that is. Yep. The only one I did not get to see was our oldest granddaughter, Lexi. She is in middle school, and they don't do Christmas programs unless you do band or choir. But I think it was last week, I got to watch my great niece do her Christmas choir program. So yeah, I've done 3 Christmas programs in 2 weeks. I think I'm good. They all did awesome, and like I said, and even Lydia can be bashful. So to see her and Jacob up there in their little program, going through the moves and actually singing, yes, Grandma was very proud. So, and then the funniest part is Lene, her daddy had her on his shoulder so she could see. We were in the very back, so we weren't blocking people's views. Hey, see our view, another member. She was watching, and she would point up to the stage, and then she'd sing. Like that. She really enjoyed watching these kids sing. Isaac's group did like a little, like a play, and then they would sing a song, and then they'd do another little skit and another song. It was really cute. I didn't bring a tripod with me. I wish I would have, because I would have just recorded the whole thing, but my hands started shaking, so I didn't really get a really good video. But yeah, all of them did good. Like I said, the only one I didn't get to see was Lexi. But yeah, she's getting to she'll be a teenager here soon. Hey, Oink Off Grid. So, but yeah, it was good. We got the tree up. I've been slowly fluffing it here at my brother's, and he's got all kinds of decorations. You could see, what is that? That's a snowman. I got a Christmas bear, and then there's another Christmas bear. So yeah, they got little Christmas things. Oh, yeah. Jacob can get mad, but he knows Grandma just we got a really cute relationship. He knows Grandma won't put up with his little attitude. How's that? He I'm such a bad grandma. He was given Autumn was trying to record, because she wanted to record Isaac. We're very proud of how far he's come. And Jacob was being a jerk. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. He was being a jerk. Well, he ended up between me and Autumn, and he wouldn't leave Autumn alone. And I got him like in a little headlock, gave him a noogie and a wet willy, and I said, "Now behave, or you're going to get another one." He behaved after that, so hey, it worked. It wasn't me, but he's like, "Grandma," or he calls me Nana. Nana, ew. I said, "Well, behave," and he finally just looked at me. But yeah, he got a wet willy like Grandpa gets, and he didn't know what to think of that. So, but yeah, he's my bud. Usually when I would have the boys, Isaac's the one that would give me the hard time. Jacob was Grandma's little helper. So yeah. Hey Lee, never late, never late. People got lives, we totally understand. So, but yeah, gave him a little noogie and a wet willy, and he behaved. Wish I'd known that sooner, you know. But Isaac is at the stage now where we thought he was going to be nonverbal, for those that didn't know, but he's getting better at talking, but sadly, due to ear infections, he has lost some of his hearing. We're at the point now where we don't know if they're going to do more tubes or they might give him a hearing aid. So I don't know how he's going to do with that, but yeah. And then the dentist, because he cracked a tooth, a molar. Hey, it made him behave, Tim. I wish I'd known that sooner. That boy would have got more wet willies. But he did good. He's got Isaac's going to have to be sedated when they get ready to do a couple fillings and that tooth that he cracked. Hey, Ivan, happy Friday. So, and Misha, hello, happy Friday. So when they got near, he's got a baby tooth that's got to come out. Yeah, my one grandson, I can't do fireworks, nomadic camping, but thank you for joining. But they're going to pull that tooth out because it's loose, but it's interfering with the adult tooth coming in. But they put every time they get near that tooth or the one that's loose, again, he growled. And the dentist is really good with him. Explain that's how he's telling you enough. So they ended up putting like a sealant over the molar so they can get in there and do a proper repair. Well, what day was it? Wednesday? Lene had her first dentist. Now should be two. And Jacob did really good. Always has done good. Lene bit the dentist. But I told him it's not his first time getting bit, and it probably won't be his last time. Yeah, he's just, but yeah, I'm thinking they probably might have to do a tube and a hearing aid for Isaac. Sadly, Lene is falling in Isaac's, we got the ear problems. Lene is having ear infections like her brother. This time, different family doctor. They are not messing around. They've already got her scheduled to go in. They're going to see what the ENT thinks about doing for her ears. Yeah. She takes that. Okay, anybody didn't know my mom? My mom was straightforward, told you like it was. She didn't mess around. Okay, if you made her mad, you knew it. Lene is named after my mom. Her middle name is Jean, which was my mom's middle name. And I told my daughter, I said, you named her after your grandma, right? She goes, yeah. I said, have fun. Because my mom was a pistol. And yes, being her daughter, my mom was mostly German, yes. I used to torment my mom just to get her going, But my mom was very upfront. She wasn't afraid to tell somebody if they were messing up. But she meant it in the best way of letting you know, look, like say you're doing something wrong in your life. She's going to tell you you're going down the wrong path. She'd try to steer you to the right way. But my mom had a temper, and I did not push it to the point to where stuff went flying past your head, okay? I learned from my brother not to do that, the one that was still at home. But or the dang flip-flop when she wore shoes, and I do. I show a lot of German in me. A lot of people think I'm standoffish. I'm not, and I apologize. It's my way of observing you to see if I'm going to let you in that little circle. And I don't mean to be standoffish. It's just the way I am. I've always been that way. And but Lene, oh buddy. Well, y'all seen the collateral damage when she was fighting with me. She scratched my nose because I told her no. So yeah, my mom fly swatter, flip flops. Oh, and I had it coming. A wet wash rag. You know them lippy teenagers. I was too close, and she was doing dishes, and I got the washcloth right across the mouth. My dad was mad, because I left a little mark. But I learned the lesson: don't get that close to your mother when she's doing dishes and getting lippy. Actually, I learned not to just lip, just shut up and do what you're told. I didn't want to do something that day. I don't remember what it was. We had a willow tree, a weeping willow in the backyard, and that's what you had to pick a switch from. Yeah, Misha, I was probably 16, 17. Just like when my mom had to, here, I'm telling on myself. I was lipping again. Imagine that. Had to get that last word in. Like I do now. My hair's in a ponytail. I think I just got done with, got home from volleyball practice before I'd done damage to my knee. And she grabbed me by my ponytail and then had fly swatter, right? I turned around, looked at her, and I asked her if that was supposed to hurt. And she goes, yeah, why, doesn't it? No. I said, no. I walked on there. Yeah. Hey, Amanda, just chilling. But, I survived. I learned respect, But like I said, I was always doing something to get her going. My dad just looked at me and I said, well, you always told me to tell the truth. And I did. But, there again, being that teenager, trying to get that last word in. Yep. My last word was, ow. There you go. I got the last word in. But yeah. But, watching Lene, Jacob is making her mean, sadly. He lets her beat him up. He thought letting her pull his hair was cute, so now when she gets mad, she gets both hands of hair in his hair and just starts ripping. And he's screaming for Autumn to make her stop. But we're like, you let her do this, so now she's gonna do it all the time. So yeah, I love watching. I love the saying. I loved my kids. I loved all my kids, even Preston, my stepson. He was mine. I helped raise him. He's mine. But the one saying is, I loved my kids, but my grandkids I love more because I get to love a version of them all over again. So yeah, I love my grandkids. It's a hoot. And I always tell my kids it's called payback for what you were like as a kid. And Autumn's getting a good dose of it because between her and our boy Dakota, yeah. Preston never gave me any problems. I could always talk to him to get him to behave. But Autumn and Dakota, nope. They are doing orientation up at the office for the volunteers. So yeah, I get to love my grandbabies. It's loving a part of my kids all over again. And I'm proud of all my kids. They're all doing great. But I'm watching my grandkids and I'm watching them become their own little people. Lene, her eyes give her away. It's just pure orneriness. Oh, but Jacob's very smart. He's a rock hound like his Nana. Yep, and I can give him back. Yep, he's a rock hound. He loves picking up rocks. My daughter says when she does laundry, she's got to make sure there's nothing in his pockets. Isaac beats to his own drum. You know, he loves music. This is how good of grandparents Roy and I are. Roy would let him play with the pots and pans and the wooden spoons, right? We all did. Well, he likes to drum. They brought him, he was maybe two pushing it, but at one of our reenactment things, they did the Aztec dancing and drumming there. And Isaac he was almost up on the stage with him before I could catch him because Autumn had Jacob. And so that Christmas, we found him, I think it was Fisher Price Toys. It had the little one drum, the tambourine, and what else was there with it? But anyhow, that baby loved to drum. And I told Autumn, I said, that might be his little niche, but the teachers that he's got, this kid is a mathematician, can do a lot in his head. I mean, numbers. I'm like, whoa. But as soon as you make him try to write or read, he doesn't want to do it. But math, that's his thing in school is math. And I think that's why he likes doing the Christmas program. No, they're doing orientation with all the volunteers. And I don't know if they waited till they got enough to do this orientation, but Roy's been doing the poop cop duty now since what? October? And then they did the shutdown and then he picked back up. So I'm not quite sure why they're doing orientation. I know they got new ones in there. I can understand bringing them up there. But no, Roy's not in the doghouse. But yeah, I just look, watching your grandkids become the person that they're pretty much going to be when they get older. Like I said, Jacob is his own little man. He's a rock hound. They can't take him anywhere without him looking down at the ground trying to find rocks. Isaac just loves music in general and math. So Lexi, she loves music. Dragons. Oh, geez, that girl loves her dragons. So that's her thing. Lydia, I call her Smiley. I think Lydia is, she's the handful for our boy Preston. She's ornery, pure orneriness. But yeah. I think as far as I know, I have no more Christmas programs to go to. So sit back and relax, and we'll go from there. I got one more appointment, I think, this month, and I believe I'm done for the month for appointments, unless the heart doctor gets something on them other tests he didn't like. So, but yeah. Yeah, Roy was hoping they would hurry up and get done so he could make it to the live, but he probably didn't even turn the laptop on. So, oh, I know what that is. Lydia, probably her dad, because Preston is my stepson. And I wouldn't say he was an ornery kid, but this one here, oh boy, is she ornery. Her and Lene have a close competition for orneriness. What? Yeah, known Royton, probably so. What is the temperature? Well, where I'm at, it's cold. It is 23 degrees. And I don't think this thing is changing. Let me check my phone, because it's been stuck at 23 for a while now. "30 degrees out, according to the phone. That's weird. Well, date's right on it, so I don't know. Yeah, he's been rubbing it in. It's 59 at night, and I think it's Saturday or Sunday we get into the negatives, and I believe they're double digit negative with the wind chill. I'm not going anywhere. So, yeah. I haven't, I've been working on my cross stitch. I haven't got, I was hoping to have more done, but I had a couple days where I just couldn't get my hands to do it. Let's see, I got it up right, but there we go. The flowers are starting to come out. So, and I didn't realize it, but the middle one, the square next, will be the only one like it. It's a heart. So I only thought I had 2 patterns to go by, but there's actually the centerpiece or the middle of the quilt is different than the other 2. You need to borrow Moose, Jolly. Our little dog Moose is a mouser. Now, mind you, he'll put it in his mouth and bring it to you. Thank you. Yeah. Well, sadly, the hearing loss is. I have a cousin that lost hearing in both ears. We inherited that from my grandfather, my mom's dad. So he has to have hearing aids in both ears. I had ear problems growing up. So they've gotten it, from me. I really think if they put hearing aids in that baby, he'll hear himself and start speaking clear. They put in tubes twice in him. I don't know if they're going to do round 3. Well, Moose is your feller then, let me tell you. Oh, that's cold. And then, so I'm really thinking Isaac really needs hearing aids. Yeah, I'm stuck here till they get done doing whatever they're doing. I think once the heart doctor gets done with his with all the testing, I think I'm done. After I do a follow-up. Next week I do a follow-up with the RA doctor to go over my test there. Because apparently the one blood work wasn't what he needed. He ordered different blood work. And then x-rays on my hands to see what else is going on. Yeah, he does speech through the school like 3 or 4 times a week. And I mean, this school is doing a lot more than what his other school was doing. So, but I really think the hearing aids would help him hear more what he's saying to get clearer. And I'm worried about Lene because she's already starting. This is like round 3 of ear infections. She's had double ear, inner and outer ear infections. So I wrote, but Isaac, I think if they was to do the hearing aids, would do wonders for him. I really do. So we'll see. But this doctor, their family primary care that they got now, she knows the problems with Isaac. She's the one that finally got him into an ENT. What should have been done, she said, when he was like a year and a half after getting ear infection after ear infection. Oh, busy, busy, busy. But so yeah, I think hearing aids would do Isaac wonders. I'm hoping that they can get Lene's ears caught in time So yeah. Oh, imagine it's cold up there, Ivan. So yeah, we're hoping. We'll get our fingers crossed. But yeah. So I mean, he's always had a thing for music and drumming, but we didn't realize, as far as normal school classrooms, math is his thing. They um they have a smaller ratio of kids per assistants, I guess. Uh, Isaac has his assistant only, they do like 4 kids per one adult. I believe it's how they do that. But when they come in, the kids, they get to pick their own subject to start on for the day. Isaac will go right for the math, get it done. The reading and writing is where he is struggling at. He likes science. He's not fond of the like social studies. So yeah. Yeah, he does not like the writing and reading part at all. But you give him a printed math sheet, and he's smoking it. So I mean, I call him the little mathematician. I can't call him little much more because I bet by summer he'll pass me up height wise. So he'll be 10 and he's almost 5'3" because that's what I am. And he's already up to like right here. So yuck. The wind chill. That's what's, I think, going to get us in trouble. Isaac is going to take after like Roy and my brothers. My dad was tall. My dad was like 6 foot. 2 of my brothers are like 6 foot. Hey, Miss Sharhart. And then Roy was 6 foot. So he's taken after the Smith side on Roy's and the Singleton side on mine. So he gonna be a tall boy probably. Jacob is gonna be like his dad. I think his dad only stands maybe 5'5". So yeah, he's gonna be a tall kid. So yeah, that's too cold. I'd be sitting under a bunch of blankets with some hot cocoa and watching Christmas movies. Speaking of hot cocoa, I was bad. Last night I made homemade hot cocoa for my brother and my sister-in-law and me, and I had to rub it into Roy. So yeah. It is, to me, has more of a flavor than the store-bought hot cocoa, and it's not hard. So my brother was like, ooh. I think he had 2 cups. I only did the one. Oh man, that just ooh. I have realized that I have become a softy. I can't handle this cold. I like stiffen up. Hey, She Devils Adventures, howdy howdy. So yeah, this cold has really like got to me. I've been trying to stay in as much as possible. Yeah, this little town don't really have anything like that. If I was closer to Plymouth, I could probably go. The name, I don't even know if they're open now. There used to be a gym, and it was a decent fee. Not too bad. And they had a big indoor track you can either jog or run around on indoors. But I'm not driving that far just to do a walk. So there's Mike. How's it going, Mike? Is the orientation over with, Mike? How's that? because I don't see him trying to get on. The closest Menards to us is like almost a 45-minute drive. So yeah, that don't work. We have one gym, and all it is weightlifting, and I'm not doing weightlifting. So hey, Fearless Rambler, just finished up. All right, well, hopefully he gets his butt to the laptop and doesn't talk too much, which we know as Roy, he has to talk to everybody. But yeah, they don't have anywhere for people that want to just walk. Okay, they don't open the schools up. They used to do a public night for swimming. I think it was like $4 an adult if you wanted to go swim. They don't even do that anymore. Yeah, there ain't much. We're in farming community. That's about where we're at. Yeah, he probably will be She Devil, knowing Roy. But yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing here in this town for people that want to just do walking besides our park. Our park has a nice walking trail. It's paved, but it's cold. I guarantee you they don't have them cleaned or salted, so you can't even go. And it's too. I'd be afraid of falling right now out there. Oh, waiting for that mouse. Yeah, Moose is good at it. He caught one and brought it to me, still alive in his mouth with the tail going. And I screamed. I don't do mice. Him and Roy, I think y'all heard the horror story. When we first went out there to the LTVAs, mouse traps are hard to find. We don't know how or why, but we just kept getting them. And Moose would hear them and sit there and wait for them. So that's how Roy and I knew we had a critter in the rig. Knock on wood, there hasn't been any. We didn't have any last year or this year, so that's good. Well, now my daughter has 2 cats and they're about worthless. The one we think has become friends with the one mouse. And the other one, she's getting so old, or I wouldn't say old, just lazy. How's that? She watches it and thinks about playing with it, but won't kill it. So now my daughter, the youngest one, is trying to figure out how to catch this mouse because her cats ain't doing the job. She told them they need to start earning their keep. But yeah. So, but yeah, it's yeah. Roy said every time you turn around, there was a mouse coming in there. See, I wouldn't mind having a cat on the road. Roy don't want a cat. I like cats and dogs. But then I got to thinking, I have nowhere to put a litter box. The 2 dogs haven't been around a cat in a very long time. So I really don't know how they would handle a cat. So there's that. So when I need to get my kitty cat fill, I go visit Buckeye Kitty and I get to see the Weather Boys and Tar. Yeah, we camped the one year where the cul-de-sac was when our first time in the LTVA South, the cul-de-sac. Mice. And after a while, they've quit. Let's see, Grand Canyon. I think we picked up 1 or 2 there. Oh, what was the canyon? Kelly Canyon, I think. We picked up a lizard. Yeah, that was real fun trying to get him out. We have a vent like under our bathtub. All right, have a good day, Nomadic Camping. And the way I was sitting on the couch, I was facing the bathroom, and the door was open. And Moose heard it, and it was funny because all I seen was a very long tail. And I thought, great, how is that mouse getting through that little bitty vent? Because it's a vent for heat. Well, later on, I sat there and watched. No, we had a little baby lizard that was hiding in our bathroom. And then one day he just left, and there wasn't no one to be there. There's a hole somewhere behind the sink. Oh my God, I can't think of the wool, like the SOS pads, but not with the soap on it, just the wool itself. If you can get to my Jolly, they say if you put that down in the holes, the mice don't come. I don't know. I haven't tried it. We think we can't find a hole underneath the rig. That's the problem for us. So we haven't really figured out how they're getting in when they do come in. Just like that lizard, we think the lizard came up through some of the pipe, but we don't know. As long as a snake don't come in, we'll be okay. Snake comes in that rig's gone. Yeah, it's the regular like wool that you scrub with. You can throw it around under there or in the areas you think it's coming in, and it's supposed to be a mouse deterrent. Do not try dryer sheets. They don't work. They like them. They end up making a nice smelling mouse house. We tried that with our travel trailer. Yeah. Like I said, the mouse nest, it smelled pretty. We've tried, what is it, the Irish bar soap, or you're supposed to sit there and like shave it. That didn't work either. I think they ate it and had fart bubbles. Yeah, I don't do snakes. They get a snake in the rig, it's gone. I'll burn it down. I hate snakes. Roy's just as bad as I am. I'm gone. There'll be a streak. But yeah, I heard the wool part. I'm trying to think what else we tried. There is something at a Tractor Supply, and right now I can't think of it, but our friends that do farming, they put all that in their like combine, the tractor, and all, and about about once a month you go in there and you put fresh it's like the oils, essential oils you put in there. Oh, that'd be it. I hate mice too. We had the bird, I call it the peeping Tom, the one that liked to sit above the vent, above the bathroom, and look down at you till we put the vent covers over it. Roy remembers that. You could hear this bird hopping across the ceiling or the roof of the rig, and you'd be in the bathrooms using the bathroom, and you look up, and there's this bird looking down at you like, what you doing? Drove our dogs nuts because they would sit there and follow it, hopping along the roof. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that too, but this is it's something at Tractor Supply, and you go in and you just, you refresh in that essential oil, whatever. It's like essential oil. Yeah, we have not. I don't think Roy might have seen a tarantula while out there, but I haven't. No, I get still wool. That's it, Catherine. So, but yeah, I don't even have a flavor of a day because he didn't send me anything. Why did I get it? So yeah. Well, look at me with the crab spider out there. That thing wanted to do smackdown with me. Put its front legs up, or whatever you want to call them, like this. It was actually trying to come at me. I was gone. It was in the laundry room. Yeah, I just nope. Yeah, that crab spider, buddy. And then you know, to see how big those things can actually get. And like Roy says, at night during the summer, the ground comes alive. Oh, that's good. But yeah, it was funny. Roy was laughing at me because I went to go in to put clothes back into the dryer because we were just sitting outside waiting for the washers to get done. And I didn't notice that the crab spider went into the laundry room. And that thing threw up its hands like it was ready to fight. And it won because I'm not taking a chance of something climbing up my legs. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, I just think there's people that do what we call campaign camping, where they throw their bedding on the ground and that's how they sleep. Can you imagine minding your own business and waking up next morning and there's a snake curled up next to you? Well, if he's using my old laptop, it shouldn't take long. He could come on with his phone too if he really wanted to. But yeah, I just, yeah, Coco killed him too. Moose will get him. I mean, he'll snatch them in a heartbeat if he can get at them. But he doesn't. He breaks their backs, and then yeah. Mm. But no, because there could be anything on that ground, and you don't know it. And the snakes now aren't really giving you that rattle warning. I'll pass. I mean, I'll use the flashlight on my phone, but yeah, I don't move around too much in the dark. Tim can vouch for that. I go to the campfire and I go right back to the rig. The rig lights up now because we ordered those new solar lights for the outside so they light up so we could trigger them when we come around. But I go right to the campfire. I got my usually coffee with me. I'll put must be expecting some kind of bad weather. That was a truck with a load of dirt. Whew, I don't even. But yeah, go right back, shoot, and I'm done. I don't walk around. I'll go out with the dogs, and I usually stay in an area where I can see them when I have them out. And I got a flashlight, spotlight. But yeah, summertime. It's all the creepy crawlies come out when it's cool at night or cooler at night. But no, I couldn't imagine doing a campaign back then. Think about the people that came out in wagons and just on their horses with their bed and rolled up on the saddle. No. My luck, I'd be laying there sound asleep and there'd be a snake that decided it needed my body for warmth. And I'd probably die right there. I don't do snakes. we got it's The rain made a hard crust now. So now when you walk across it, crunch, 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 crunch. Um, we're supposed to, I think it was Saturday, we go down into really bad negatives here, double digits. But I didn't see anything about snow. But that don't mean that neither. Okay, come on. Yep, it's saying snow accumulation. Yuck. Oop. Yeah, tomorrow's only 15 degrees. I don't see how they think it's going to snow at 15 degrees. This one ain't showing what the wind temperature is. I don't like that app. Okay. Yeah. And this watch is still stuck at 23. I'll probably have to reboot it or something. But yeah, it's going to be cold. I don't think it's going to snow at 15 degrees. We are gloomy. That's your weather for a day. You look out the window, it's gloomy. There's no sun, just clouds. I don't even think we got a breeze. No breeze at all. Now, Tuesday, when I went up to LaPorte Hospital to do my testing, when I left here, the main road going up there was beautiful. Coming back, I'd say a little halfway between here and LaPorte. The wind was so brutal that it's open farm ground. It was starting to drift over the roads. And the guy in front of me slowed down. I slowed down. Here comes this big 4-wheel drive dude. And I thought, dude, and he about lost it. No weight in the back end. And I thought, you end up out in that field, I'm just going to keep right on going because you were stupid enough to fly past me. Oh, I think I see Santa Claus in the basement. That white beard just glows, Roy. I'm just telling you, it glows.
Just so you know, I couldn't hear you because my speaker wasn't on.
I said, Santa Claus is in the basement. I was teasing you. That white beard of yours is glowing. Thought you were going to shave again.
I am when I get time.
So, did you learn anything?
Nothing I didn't already know.
Okay.
No danger for a rate increase for a while. I will say that.
Okay. Oh, I see. Is that a Lulu tail or a Moosey tail beside you?
That is a moose tail. Lulu's
A moose. We were talking about moose and catching mice. He's better than the cats.
Yeah, they're talking about you. And you.
Oh, yeah, there goes Lou. Lou supervises. She's yelling at Roy because he left her. Hey, Day One Adventures. Do what?
I forgot to give them breakfast. That's why.
You forgot to feed him. How rude.
Yeah, they'll wait till after live.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they got no choice. Right. Get up.
I'm trying to. But yeah. He's all excited. Oh, he's got his little frisbee thing. What are you doing, Lucy?
It's almost not morning out there. Pretty much. It's I don't know, my watch is dead. I gotta charge it. It is 7 minutes till.
Yep.
Hi there, girl. Yep.
He's pushing the toy up, so you know. Yeah, you. I told on you.
What?
Oh, you give it up, girlfriend.
All right, hold on. Yeah, hold on. She wanted her breakfast.
She's wanting breakfast, huh? Oh yeah, she don't skip a meal. But we actually got food that she liked her pedigree. Yep. So, well, Moose was trying to hide his squeaker. It's like a squeaker frisbee that Roy's mom bought him, and he was trying to flip it between the bed and the passenger seat. And then he gets mad because he can't get it once it goes down in between there. But, yeah. So,
here you go.
Yeah, I couldn't. That was a big truck though, full of dirt. And I couldn't tell if he had the thing on it where he spreads it or not. You got bright light from the front. There you go.
I don't see no stinking light.
I could. Plus, Moose was trying to push that frisbee up front on you.
I think he managed to do that.
See, he's good for that. When I told Roy that's funny, y'all seen his head pop up, like, quit telling on me. So, but yeah. You give her food and she lays down. She ain't even eating it.
No.
She just, Lulu has to have her dish by her. It's like a security blanket. Roy's noticed. She gets really worked up if she don't have her dish. And now she's got her dish. She's laying down being a good girl.
Sort of.
Hey, she's laying there. She ain't bothering you. She ain't demanding.
Oh man.
So what's your plans today?
Drive some more steaks and some straps on the clubhouse.
You gotta make it to the mail service too, don't you?
Probably. Hopefully they're open. I mean,
I can't tell you that part.
Got up there.
I'm checking the order here. They probably have it. The blanket or mattress pad. It says delivered today.
Expecting that. The metal detecting head. And the
Well,
sound
that
system
stuff
for the
says
projector.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Your
Sound for the projector.
yeah, the sound bar and that says tomorrow. No, arriving Tuesday now.
Okay.
But the heated mattress pad is back.
They ain't gonna need that for about a week or two.
No, but it's there today.
Some nice temperatures right now.
They haven't checked it in yet. So
as soon as it updates, it is 72 degrees right now.
that ain't bad. I'll trade you.
With a high of 77 and a low of 51. But man, beautiful temperature. 8. It was 80 yesterday. 77, 76, 77, 76, 77, 78, 76, and the highs are in the low 50s, or the lows are in the low 50s. Somebody called me. Who called me? Oh, Ron did.
There we go.
Him after the live.
Yeah. Come for some love, huh?
Yeah, I tell him I'll call him in about 20 minutes.
Who?
Ron.
Oh, okay. Hey, are you done? Are you good? All right, go get her. Go get her. Go get her. I'll be right back. Thank you.
I didn't come in here so you could take off.
I got to figure out how to do.
What are you doing? She probably don't know. Well, anybody, hope everybody's having a good Friday. This Raid Parade kickoff. Our video was only about 8 minutes long. We got a clubhouse and it basically showing it off. Whole camp came together. We put it up. It's pretty nice. Now we got a central meeting place in the camp. We do our potlucks and dinners and everything else. Movie nights and game nights and whatever else we want to do. That's right, Lou. Right. Okay. Oh, man, we probably better be watching for the video. So let's get YouTube on.
Thought I had a bloody nose.
Where is there's Raid Parade list right there?
I was saying I don't even know if you pinned it, if you put it in the description or anything.
I totally forgot to. Basically running around like a chicken with my head cut off yesterday. And I didn't get the video.
I thought it was, but if not. Does she need water?
No, she does not need water. It's right there in front of her. She's been panting deer for 2 years.
Knows you. Oh, that noise. Did you
Yeah,
take
well, I
your
mean,
meds? You
no,
probably ain't
I
took
forgot.
none of those all week either.
No, I've taken them most of the week. But I got them right here in front of me. I'm going to take them here in a minute.
Okay.
I set them out this morning to take them before the meeting, but I forgot to take them before the meeting.
Imagine that, Roy.
They hired Mike today, so Mike's now a volunteer for the
Yeah.
office. Yep. We had quite a few volunteers up there.
Okay.
This thing's going to begin shortly. Oh, there's the countdown.
Already? Oh, yeah, it is that time, ain't it?
So,
All
alrighty,
right.
folks. Enjoy the raid parade. Like I said, our video is showing off our new addition to camp. About 8 minutes long.
I got to
So
get to it.
enjoy your weekend. Happy Friday. And we shall see you over at the raid parade. And until then, we'll see you next week. So I'm going to hit the
Later,
button.
everybody.
Yep. See you, folks. Thanks for being here. Later.
Later.